Hello Capricorn and welcome to Providence. My name is KK and this is your general weekly reading for the week commencing the 13th of September 2020. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all very well. Once again, this is for the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Capricorn, as well as the cross watchers. Everyone is most welcome here. And as always, please be reminded that this is a general weekly reading and to only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else out there in the collective Capricorn. As you know, it can just take a few moments to find the right cards for your weekly reading, so please bear with me. There we are. Thank you. Well, the Queen of Swords is where we start your weekly reading, Capricorn. And the Queen of Swords is a queen of independence. This is a queen that has unbiased judgment, clear boundaries, very direct communication. She holds the sword of truth in her hand. So there's two things going on for me this week. Either you know this Queen of Swords, someone in your inner circle, and this would certainly be a Gemini, Libra or an Aquarian, a man or a woman. I don't read gender into the cards unless I'm called to do so. Or this is an energy that you are embracing this week. You know, this independence, this clear boundaries, this very direct way of communicating, expressing yourself. You've got great mental clarity this week. So two things going on there. Let's get the rest of the cards on the deck. Let's find out a little bit more about why this Queen of Swords is here. And there's certainly a call for some, clear boundaries this week. You know, perhaps some unbiased judgment. You've been put into a position of the mediator, the facilitator of the week, perhaps. The card at the bottom of the deck this week, so the overarching energy is the Strength card. This is the Leo card, Capricorn, if that resonates with anybody out there. And the Strength card always signifies your inner strength. You know, this is about your courage and your compassion. And when you start making decisions and your actions follow in a courageous and compassionate way to yourself and to others, you are strongly able to persuade and influence the circumstances around you. And I certainly do not mean manipulate. That's a very different thing. But when you come from a place of courage and compassion, it's very hard to argue against that. So you are influencing those situations, those circumstances, those people that are around you. So remember that as the week goes on. Use your inner strength, courage, compassion, resilience, all those sorts of things. What is crossing you this week? Well, the King of Wands is crossing you this week. So the King of Wands is the natural born leader. People are automatically just magnetized towards the King of Wands. It's the great entrepreneurial spirit as well, the King of Wands does show. Is very honourable, very determined. The other quality the King of Wands has is being a visionary, being able to see the potential in ideas, in people, in situations around him, and turning that potential into something very successful, into new beginnings that will be very, very successful. Now, you know, with this crossing the Queen of Wands here, I do feel like you are embracing this energy this week, Capricorn. You know, you've got great mental clarity. Your boundaries are very clear. You know exactly what you want and how to get it this week. This King of Wands is somebody absolutely that you know, and this would be speaking about an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, a man or a woman. They can see the great potential in your idea, in you this week. This King of Wands is going to help you turn your ideas into something very, very successful in your life. You know, this King of Wands here could be the boss at work. I'm feeling that it's an older person than yourself. It could be someone in your community, someone in your family. But it is certainly someone that can see the absolute potential in what you're trying to achieve at the moment and is absolutely going to give you a hand in doing that. The Six of Pentacles is in your past position this week, Capricorn. And the Six of Pentacles is known as the reciprocity card. This card signifies the giving, the receiving, the sharing of wealth, being generous, all of those wonderful things, making sure those scales are balanced right there, balance out. I also read a different reciprocity into this card as well, and it's a more personal reciprocity than financial. You know, this is about knowing what you have to offer and what that is worth. Yes, that can be in a financial sense, but it can be in your time, your energy, your emotions. Knowing what you have to offer and what that is worth. In the recent past, reciprocity has been balanced out. You are receiving what you're putting out. You know, you're giving out and you're receiving back what, as I said, you're putting out. This is bringing you into a great, you know, this Queen of Swords, you know, energy, feeling very empowered, feeling very independent, knowing exactly what you want to do and how you're going to do it with that sword of truth in your hand. This King of Wands, as I said, is going to give you the leg up. They really believe in this idea. They really believe in what you're trying to achieve at the moment and will help you make it very successful in your life. The Five of Swords is in your grounding position this week, Capricorn. And the Five of Swords often signifies, you know, some conflict going on, some competition around you perhaps. It's also a card about winning at all costs. As you can see, the two guys here in the background of this card have dropped their swords. They're walking away from this fight, this argument, this conflict, whatever is going on. And here you are collecting their swords. You are the victor. You have won. But at what cost? And I just wonder with this Queen of Swords energy you have going here, you know, ensure that, you know, while you know exactly what you need to do to get where you are going, make sure you're not stepping on any toes along the way. You know, you can weave and duck in and out to still get where you're going, because I feel that it's causing some conflict with some people around you. You know, this could be co-workers if this is a work situation. This could be family members. You know, if it's a life direction you are going in, just make sure, even though you are so clear about what you need to do, make sure that you're not clambering over people to get ahead. The Seven of Wands is in your crowning position this week, Capricorn. And the Seven of Wands is a card that represents some challenges that lie ahead. This is also a card about competition. So there's some sort of competitiveness going on around you at the moment. Perhaps it's co-workers that can see that you're getting ahead. Perhaps it's family members or friends that, you know, can see that you're doing really well at the moment and sort of got the hater vibes going on a little bit. You know, they're a little bit jealous. So there are going to be some challenges that lie ahead for you. But this is also a card about perseverance and your resilience. As you can see in this image, you've got the higher ground here. All these people can poke and prod you with their wands, causing these obstacles, these challenges, these annoyances, but you're going to swat them away. You've got the higher ground. You are going to come out on top here. And remember what we said about strength over here. You know, be using your courage and compassion to yourself and to others. You know, with the decisions you make, with the actions that you follow through on, because that is what is going to help you persevere and be resilient when you're overcoming these challenges that lie ahead. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is the outcome of this week for you, Capricorn. Amazing. The Wheel of Fortune is turning and turns in your favour. You know, this is known as the Destiny card. You know, this Wheel of Fortune is about good luck, karma being repaid, new life cycles beginning. It's certainly a turning point. Whatever this idea that you have going on, I feel it is in a work sense or it is in a life direction sense. You're deciding to go off onto a different path. This is the beginning of a new life cycle for you. Absolutely, with the Wheel of Fortune. This King of Wands is going to be really instrumental in kickstarting this new life cycle for you. So again, that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this King of Wands here can really see what you are trying to achieve and sees the great potential and success that could come out of it. So the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favour. A new life cycle is beginning for you. Perhaps this is why you've got this competition around you at the moment. As always, Capricorn, I'd like to take one final message just to summarise the weekly reads for you. But if you are resonating with this reading, by all means, please give the video a like. Please feel free to leave a comment if you would like to. And if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I do have ongoing weekly readings available for everybody. One of my absolute favourite cards, the card 59, Starfish Spirit. And Starfish Spirit always brings the message of opening to the infinite possibilities. And that's what you're doing. This new life cycle is beginning. You've got that Queen of Swords energy. You know exactly what you need to do to get where you are going. So open to the infinite possibilities. What this new life cycle can bring you, Capricorn. Let's see what other messages Starfish Spirit has for you today. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone, to dream of the bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith, for miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that Starfish Spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. I will leave you with that as the final message of the week, Capricorn. I wish you a fabulous week ahead. I do look forward to seeing you all next week. And until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.